This guy's bruising. Fuck Carter, this man ain't a legend. Said he made a challenge, but we challenged for second. 5 years, no trophies, get sacked in a second. Drop me out, this trophy job's coming like bangers. And yo, owners, what you saying? 800 know all these players who are not creating. No trophies in phase 5, look how we're playing. Ranieri did it with Leicester, what phase was they in? Liverpool just picked up a title. We don't stop to be humble, you're dismissing the rival. For that you catch a bullet, dismiss with this rifle. Super deep and Mickey, he's dead on arrival. Headshot, you can hardly breathe. Dying outside the Emirates from this armory. Tell a real gunner shooting on the wing like I'm a reed. I'ma catch Mikel Arteta in an artery. Tell him, I want him out. Fuck Mikel Arteta, get him out. Super deep and Mick, I want him out. I can't stand this little prick, we need him out. We need him out. Fuck Mikel Arteta, get him out. Fuck super deep and Mick, we want him out. We can't stand this little prick, we want him out.
Oh, boss, that game against Bournemouth was crazy. The last minute goal, we went nuts. Though some people say every time we win a game, we celebrate like we won the league. We don't over-celebrate, do we, boss?
Oh, no. No, Martin Odegaard. I don't think so.
Super did Mikel Arteta, I want him out. Big up, welcome to Tough Talk, man. You know what I'm saying? We've got a great panel today. Rashid, what are you telling me, bro? You good? Rashid?
My bad.
She's definitely your bad.
He's stunned by Gyokeres. He can't believe it.
He's stunned. He's fucking been petrified, isn't he?
Nobody cared.
On us, isn't he?
Nobody cared until I wore the mask. Yeah.
You didn't believe.
I'm stone cold.
You didn't believe.
Someone sub-zeroed him, isn't he? Get over here.
Well, the score's 28-2. Do you know what I'm saying? There's 28 things that happened that we believed in, and they didn't, but we never said anything. So we're just gonna leave that one when Hooks is here. But big up to everyone that's locked in, bro. I don't know. We was just talking about behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scene talk. I was saying like it's not like I love steak. Steak is one of my favorite dishes. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm waiting 1 hour and a half for steak, while I'm just nibbling on like sides, do you know what I'm saying? I'm eating like the you know when they bring you the bread basket and you're like dipping it in like olive oil and then you're like
hummus,
into the hummus and then you're touching a little bit of that, you know, that zaytun, you know what I'm saying? Like you're touching with that olives and this and that, and you're not getting to the main course, and it takes so long. It could have been way better. Do you know what? There could have been a better timing, but. All that being said, this is a great signing, bro. This is a historical moment. This Arsenal, yeah, it makes us feel like because they gave us stake. Now we feel like we own them. You know what I'm saying? We owe them now. Do you know what I'm saying? They're putting it out there. Like I've seen other teams not even but Shirky, stake, Eight Nouri, stake, Rangers, stake. Do you know what I'm saying? Liverpool, Vert, stake. Gyokeres, stake. Do you get what I'm trying to say here, North? All we had is like probably what would we call Zubimendi? Aaron, right?
Isn't it? Come on, man.
Yes, Aaron. What would you
say?
Like
frozen patties, just here, £7. Here, I'll shove that down.
You want onions for that?
Yeah. Slice of cheese for £7. Here.
I'm saying, Aaron. Hey, listen, Aaron. What would you say about Zubimendi? What's that like? What's that like?
Aaron
like Dazza, my geezer, he sits next to me in the Emirates. By the way, Dazza smoked you in your chat.
Big up.
He's my geezer. Rustler Burger, isn't it? Microwave Rustler Burger. Come on, man. That's what we've been signing. We've been signing the old Rustler Burgers. Zubimendi's all right. I shouldn't be too harsh on him, but Look, yeah, I get with the analogies that you're making, Rashid, my geezer. It feels like we are signing a bit of fillet steak. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just going down the old nasty burger van burger route, which we've been doing for years, man. Havertz, not even a burger van. I mean, that is, I don't even know what meat that
Beans
is.
on
It's
toast?
no good. It's no good. Don't knock beans on toast, bro. Honestly,
Okay.
listen, I'm trash, yeah. I eat beans on toast, bruv. That's my thing, bruv. You
Okay,
lot
but
are
I'm
going to
crisp.
you lot going to the restaurants and ordering steak. I've got fish fingers and chips, bruv. Come on, man. Come on, son. Don't start knocking the old beans on toast, bruv. Come on. Bit of cheese in there.
To
Now
be
we're
fair to Aaron,
talking.
he needs the ingredients. He needs the
Yeah.
ingredients.
I
Okay,
need the
fair.
ingredients.
We've
I need
got-
toast. I need butter and I need beans. And it takes me 5.5 years to get there and nearly £1 million. But we will get there, apparently, guys. But now, listen, man, it's about time we made a good signing. And obviously, you know, you get the hero go. It's obviously massively more likelier than not. And it's what we've needed. Do you know what the annoying thing is with Arsenal Football Club, though, boys? Is like, do you know what? Yeah, it's a wicked signing, but the way we've dragged it out and the pissing about that we've had to do just takes the sting out of it, doesn't it? Like, I wish we'd have just gone in. Like, and do you know what as well? Looking, because I was talking to LB earlier today, yeah, and we was having this discussion and that, and we were talking about big clubs and how they act. And their fans and the Liverpool fans as well were basically like, yeah, do you know what? Our team's gone in this window and gone bang, 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 big club. Arsenal might end up with a fantastic window at the end, but do you know what? They'd have just come in and gone, Gyokeres is through the door, it's June the 5th. Zubimendi's through the door, job done. Rodrigo's through the door and it's July the 10th. Job done. But all of a sudden, people are thinking, do you know what? Yeah, we've got them players through the door. Fuck me, Arsenal mean business, don't they? That's what people do. And the thing is even though, yeah, you got a Gyokeres in there and it's still a fantastic signing, I don't know. For me, I just still think Arsenal ain't serious. And you know, yeah, Zubimendi's a good signing. Gyokeres is a fantastic signing. But we are still, and I don't want to take the sting away from him. I'm not being miserable and moody. I'm buzzing with the Gyokeres signing. But there's still a lot to do before I consider us challengers, genuine challengers. If we got an Eze in the door, yeah, and we got a Rodrigo through the door, added on to what we've got already, I would look at the squad and go, do you know what? I think we can win the Premier League. I think we can. We've got this manager, which is a massive problem. But let me rephrase that. We've got the squad / first 11 to be able to win the Premier League. That's what I will be going into. Yeah, the manager is a massive problem. But come on, man, if you were lining up with Eze as a front three, yeah, an Eze, a Zubimendi and a Declan Rice, and then you've got a front three of Rodrigo, Saka and Gyokeres, you should be expecting to win silverware with that. The defense is good enough anyway. You know, it's a good defense. With that added on, them 6 players I just labelled, we should be bloody expecting to be challenging / winning trophies with that. And that's only 2 signings away. I just think maybe they fucked it up with the Madueke thing. You know, it's a big chunk of our wages gone. Add another 20 million to that, and you probably get Rodrigo walking through the door. I don't know. We'll see. But you know, before I stop waffling on, I'm genuinely happy with the Gyokeres signing. It's needed. And do you know what Arsenal Football Club's done as well, boys? We finally got the best available player out there. Because he is. In terms of strikers, there's no one available out there better than Victor Gyokeres in terms of numbers, in terms of where he's at as a footballer. He's primed and ready, 27 years old, to take that next step. He's played in England before, not people give enough credit for that, albeit in the Championship, still a bloody tough league. So yeah, man, I'm buzzing with it, man, absolutely buzzing for it. And yeah, I'll let someone else talk now. I'm waffling.
No, I agree, bro. I agree. Listen, from the start of this window, yeah, I've been saying that all I want is Berta to assemble a team that is good enough, so that the only thing we have to look at the end of the season, if we don't win, is saying, Arteta, well, you were given the tools, you were given the players. Yeah, people think that we're so negative and we say this and we say that. We have said we want the best in class. We want to go out there, get the best available players, the best possible players that we can bring into the club. Because ultimately, we win either way. At the end of the day, we told you this manager's not good enough. So if when he flops, we'll tell you we told you so. If he gets the best players available and he gets over the line, we'll celebrate because we'll say, okay, cool, fair enough. Well, I will speak for myself. I didn't believe the manager can do it. And he got over the line. We should have got Berta in a lot earlier within this process and this project. So at the end of the day, yeah, it is what it is. Ultimately, we want to sit here saying, do you know what? Berta came in and he was exactly what we needed to come in and take over the transfers and get the players in that we needed to get, that Edu didn't have the pull, didn't have the know-how, and we've got over the line. And we said this last season when we beat Real Madrid, all of us sat here and said, yo, we didn't really see us beating Real Madrid. Fair enough. You know what? Go on and win the tournament. Go on and win the tournament. Would like nothing more than to be proven wrong. Now, even though we're sitting here, still the same, for me, it's still the same energy with Gyokeres that it is with any other player that comes to the club. You still have to prove yourself. But at least I can say, yo, the club went out there and got the striker that I wanted. If he flops, I'll be the first one to say, listen, I wanted Gyokeres, but it ain't worked out. Cut the sentiment, and we may have to move him on. Or he may have to play as a backup, and we have to go and get the guy that we thought Gyokeres was. But this is all I wanted. Obviously, it is bittersweet because we should be on to the second target, the third target, in terms of the starting 11. And we're still stuck on the first target. Like Rashid said, Liverpool ain't just sitting there celebrating Gyokeres or celebrating Wirtz. They're ready to now celebrate Ekitike. Then they're ready to celebrate Rodrigo. This is how these men are moving. We're still here celebrating a player that we'll link with for months and months and months. It's dragged out. It's taken the excitement of the player. And it just kind of feels like, okay, but bearing in mind, we knew that we were in for Gyokeres. Bearing in mind, it's taken ages. Bearing in mind, we've seen the business from City and from Liverpool. It feels lackluster. It does. Because we look at them and think, okay, we was already playing catch up with Liverpool anyway. And they've already improved from their starting lineup. And we've only improved one position, really. So it feels like we're still playing catch up. Maybe it would have felt different if Liverpool didn't go out there and get Ekitike, Rodrigo, Wirtz, Gyokeres, and all that. Maybe it would look different. But the reality is they've made some solid additions that elevate their team on top of having a better team and a better manager. This is why it feels like, okay, what else? It feels like, all right, well done. What else? That's what it feels like. But anyway,
do you know what is enough? I wanted to say, like, you know, let's be honest, like, we were the only team in for Gyokeres. I think it was just us and Juve. Was it Juve? And they
United were
United. And come on, you can't bully United. They got 17th place and they're not no Champions League, and they're in phase one. And you know that guy wants to win now. He's 27 years old, right, Aaron? So I don't think he's gonna wait for United to make it back to the top and then he can compete. So really and truly, it's kind of like how Liverpool went in for Wirtz and nobody else was in for Wirtz apart from Liverpool that wanted to pay that kind of money, and they got him straight away, quickly, so they can move on to the next target. Get Gyokeres, and then got Gyokeres. Let's move on to the next target. We got Frimpong. We're done with Ekitike and so on. With us, it's kind of like they got us Kepa. They got us then Norgard. Oh my days. Then they got us Mosquera. Was it Mosquera before? No, Zubimendi. Yeah. And then it was Mosquera, and then it was
Mosquera. Do you know? We haven't even got a bid accepted for him. I don't think.
I swear, there's like a little picture. It was an AI.
Oh, was there something like that? Yeah, you're probably right. I've not seen it. Yeah,
13 mil plus 3 mil. Apparently, yeah. Get the images. I've got. Yeah. Get the images.
Oh, right. Okay. Apologies.
Yeah, I know, because that deal's been weird. So I get why you. Because I was feeling like that. I was like, is it even anything happen?
Yeah.
This comment
apologies if that is what it is, and apologies. Yeah,
North, bruv, I told you yesterday that I would see the negative guy's reaction when we landed Gyokeres. Glorious day to be an Arsenal fan. Glock 9 willingness to join us, plus Berta eager to get him. Is it glorious? Like, I just want to be honest. Yeah, let's just be honest. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to be. Let's just be honest. With us getting Gyokeres, where do we finish next season? And if you tell me any position but first. Is it really glorious, bro?
Oh, but he needs his left wing. He needs his left wing now.
Do you know what I'll say just quickly before big up to Ola as well. Big up to Ola, man. Just quickly before you bring Ola in. It's one of them things, yeah. So last summer, no one really had a good window. Like I was picking apart Arsenal's, and I looked and I thought Liverpool only signed one player, and look what they done, by the way. Manchester City didn't really have a good one. And I thought to myself, that's not the case this year. So what that geezer said last off about it being glorious. Do you know what? Maybe it would be a bit glorious if Manchester City and Liverpool were having a shit window. Maybe I would be looking at that and going, oh, I'll tell you what, we are closing the gap. But the reality, unfortunately, is whilst Gyokeres is a fantastic signing, unbelievable signing, it is. Whilst Zubamendi's a good, solid signing, and whatever you make of the other lot. The fact is we are still not having as good of a window as a Liverpool and a Manchester City are. And some people just find that difficult to take. And the reality is we're still behind both of them teams. And whilst we may be having an okay window by some people's standards, we are still not having a good enough window to close the gap on them two. I mean, you look at Liverpool, like what Rashid was just saying. They started off the window by struggling, maybe not even being able to sign up Salah and Van Dijk. Boom, that's done. Sweet. So they've got a real core of their next season still in with a shout. And then they've got the Trent Alexander-Arnold thing. All right, cool. Sold him. Off you go. Replaced within a week. And then you've got the Gyokeres. Robertson's not doing it, and Tsimikas ain't really hitting the cutting the mustard. What do they go and do? Gyokeres, job done, sweet. And then they go get the number 10 every single club wanted in the planet. Job done. Now all of a sudden it seems as well like 2 weeks ago we're hearing, all right, Liverpool might be interested in a striker now. All of a sudden they've pivoted from an Isak, gone straight and got Ekatike within a week, job done. And now when you look at that from us Arsenal fans, or even a rival fan, you don't have to be an Arsenal fan, you look at that and you're like, Liverpool are proper, but they're being proper. They are moving like a bloody big club. Like you're thinking, wow, yeah, they know they need a striker. Couldn't get Isak. Oh, well, sod Isak, then we'll just go get Ekatike. That's them showing that they are not pissing around. And do you know what? Arsenal Football Club, whether we get all of these players or not, we are pissing around. We're absolutely pissing around. We've decided to sign all of these crap before we've got Gyokeres in the door on the 22nd. And that's not even officially signed yet. It'd be officially signed probably Sunday. They seem to love Sunday for some reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, so do you sort of see what I'm saying, boys? Like, go move now. This is what my challenge to Arsenal Football Club would be before Ola comes in. Go now and move for Rodrigo. Go, all right, we've got our business in. Sweet. Rodrigo, ergo, Real Madrid. There's 80 million quid. What are you saying? Do you want to keep the player or do you not? There's 80 million. If you want to sell him, shut the fuck up and accept this bid. If you don't, tell us to fuck off. What one is it? And then go and do the same with an Eze. Don't go always, he's got that 68 million pound thing and that's up to be installments. We'll see if they'll accept 65. Just fucking pay 68 and get them in the door. Just do it. All this £3 million squabbling all over the place just makes us look ridiculous. It makes us look like we're not serious. And that's what we've been dealing with for 5.5 years, probably about 13 transfer windows. I want my club to just act like a big club. And I'm seeing Liverpool after on the back of a win in the Premier League. Oh, guess what they're doing? Acting like a fucking big club. Why is it so shit for me and entitled that I want my football team to do it? But everyone else do it, it's fine. But I'm entitled and I'm toxic because I want it for my football club. Come on, man. Come on. Act like a big club, Arsenal Football Club. And let's start being positive going into seasons and challenging things. Because the current squad we've got doesn't fill me with positivity, albeit slightly better. I'm still not believing in this football club going forward, in this manager or this squad good enough to challenge for the top honours. Facts. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up, Ola. Sorry, mate.
I hear it. Big up, Ola, man. We got Gyokeres, bro. Block 9. He's saying, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, first of all, salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to everybody out there, man. Salam alaikum to all of you people. Them big up my boy Rashid, Aaron, and my boy Andrew. Salute. Big up. Now, look, I was coming in thinking, what in the Debbie Downer did I just walk in on? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, what's going on here? Man's supposed to be sipping on Magnums. You know what I mean? He just got Glock 9 in. I heard my man talking about steak before I even came up on the stream. You know what I mean? My missus was like, boy, how's this brother talking about you? Liverpool yamming steak, Chelsea yamming steak, everybody yamming steak, and we just go one little piece of steak, and everybody going mad. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, let me listen. For me, I love this signing. When we came round to yours, you were sat there on the sofa with me, Aaron, and we were saying to Andrew, I said, boy, you know what? Fuck all these other strikers that we're hearing about. If you ain't Isak or Gyokeres, I don't want to know. I remember sat in your yard and I was, I don't want to hear this Sesco talk. I don't want to hear none of that talk. Now we got Gyokeres. This brother's in. Now, look, I'm as vexed as every single one of you about the shenanigans that happened before we brought in Gyokeres. The Noni Madwe case, the Nogat signing, and how everybody's trying to gas it up when we're supposed to be doing big business in the window, especially when we did fuck all in January. And if we had moved and acted in January and probably put in this energy, we probably could have given Liverpool a run for their money, at the time that we really needed it. But we ended up empty-handed. So now we've got this brother in. For me, I know there's bare work to do. And I'm seeing a lot of people talking about, if we bring in Eze, that's a 9 out of 10 window for me. And I'm thinking, bro, that's a little bit generous, bro. That's generous. You can't be talking about 9 out of 10 window. The whole of last season, North. What do we moan about the most? The bench. The bench that everybody said was good enough. And now off the back of we just brought this guy in, everybody's forgotten that there's no outgoings yet. Where's all the outgoings? Where's all the dead players that's supposed to be leaving? Right? And like I said, I'm gassed about the Gyokeres thing, but Arsenal has a way of squeezing out the excitement out of the fucking signing. If they got Gyokeres in when we're supposed to get him in and not do all this crazy squabbling and all, we would have been mad. Everybody would have been on cloud 9 with this signing. But because of how long it took, how much they dragged it through the mud, nobody cares about this signing like that no more. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, people ain't really gas for it like they're supposed to be gas for it, right? But Gyokeres is a player that we all need. Like, all of last season, I'm seeing this brother banging goals. I'm on stream with Matty, with Lee, with all these men, and I say, boy, go get me that striker. That brother there, go get me that striker right there, right? I'm happy we've got him through the door, but we can't rest on our laurels. I was talking to my son a couple hours ago, and I was saying to him, do you think what we've done is enough? He's a gooner as well. That boy always cussing. I bring him to the stadium, he's cussing more than I'm cussing. You know, I'm trying to say when he sees all kind of nonsense on the pitch, he's cussing. And I'm asking him, bro, do you think we've done enough? And he said, boy, Dad, you know what? I think we need another striker, I think we need another striker. Like, why are we going for another striker? Even if it's a Evan Ferguson, but somebody there. He said, do you know what happened to Timber will happen to Gyokeres? Come start the season. Then what? We're back to square one. Right? We're back to Kai Havertz. We're back to Merino. Even my dog agrees. You know what I'm trying to say? Right? We're back to Merino. It's crazy. So if we don't do that, don't stop on Eze. Go and try for Rodrigo. I see Liverpool they went and got Ekitike and still actively moving for Isak. Whether they get it or not, that's a whole different thing. But they're flexing like a big club, which is what my man them been saying. They're flexing like a big club. You see the players that they're bringing in, and they're moving like a big club. Like City, they went and got Marmoush in January when we needed Marmoush. When we needed Marmoush, they went and got Marmoush in January. And that's why I was trying to say that had we done something, had we been active in January, maybe, who knows what we would have done. You know what I'm trying to say? And this is off the back of just losing to United at home in a fucking cup game. So everybody don't be forgetting, right, why we're going for Gyokeres. Do not forget why we're going for Gyokeres. The reason we're going for Gyokeres is because there's no more excuses. No more excuses, nowhere to hide. And the sort of players that we're meant to be bringing in this window, that is what it spells for this regime. And I'm not just talking about the manager, I'm talking about every motherfucker that working under him. Every one of his coaching staff is all on them now. Them and they now need to go and deliver. I've waited too long. You, man, have waited too long. A season too much is too long. We need to start getting over the line now, today. And bringing somebody like Gyokeres in is a good start. But it mustn't end there. It mustn't end there. We need to go and do more business, and we need to offload some motherfuckers. That's what we need to do.
Do you know what?
And when we've been sick, and one second, just let me finish this point. And one thing that I'm happy about this signing. No, how many times have I been on your stream here and say, go get me a specialist, bro? When I say get me a specialist, I don't want no versatile motherfucker. I've been saying that a long motherfucking time. They got us a specialist today, brother. And I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Walai, happy about it.
Do you know what as well? We need to do that with the left wing position and all. And I don't mean play Eze there. You know, I want Eze in, but I want Eze to come in and take Odegaard out the team. That's what I want with an Eze. Not for him to be versatile. I appreciate that he may be able to float in around, but I don't want him to be my left winger. I want him to go, tell Martin, off you pop. And then I want Martin to go, oh, I tell you what, I'm not getting game time. Me, I'll Declan, there's the C. With my winger, I don't want a versatile geezer. I'm with you as well on that 100%, Ola. I want a winger that is a winger. I don't want us to piss around with someone who can play centre mid and he can do this and he can do that, like Gyokeres. He did that with left winger. Exactly. He's not a left winger, is he, Gyokeres? He can't play in central attacking midfielder. He don't play out on the right. He is an out-and-out number 9. He is a specialist in what he does. Get me a left wing version of that, i.e. a Rodrigo. That's what I want. I don't want a geezer that can do a job. We've got so many players throughout this entire team. If there was a 25-man squad here, probably 22 of them are versatile geezers that can do a job everywhere. And that's not including the goalkeepers. Do you know what I mean? And let's face it, you know what I mean? If he could, Mikel Arteta probably would play a goalkeeper outfield. That's what type of geezer he is. I mean, if there's any manager to do it, it's probably Mikel, isn't it? But
Yeah.
do you know what? As well, I agree with you. And I said as well earlier before about taking the sting out the signing with the Gyokeres. Do you know what it's like, Ola? It's like if you're back when you're a kid on Christmas Day. It's like getting your presents on the 25th of January instead of the 25th of December, isn't it? That's what it's like. You're like, oh, sweet, I've got a PlayStation, but I wish I'd have had it a month ago. Do you know what I mean? When Christmas was. And that's what it's like at Arsenal. When it's just by the time you get it, it's just,
we ate all the sides now. We're full. Do you know what I'm saying? We're nearly full. Bread, yeah, we ate all the sides. We're nearly full. Do you know what I'm saying? We had the little bread and the olive oil.
Now you're talking about you ate all the sides. What's going on with you?
You keep mentioning food. Do you know what it is? Yeah, you know what Arsenal's like? Arsenal do the trick of a buffet. You know when you go to a buffet, yeah, what do they give you first? You can get your drinks. Yeah. You can get your salads. Yeah. You can get your rice and your carbs. You can get the bread. All
the useless shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then the chicken, the lamb, that comes last. That's what you pay for. It comes last. By the time you have one chicken wing arm full.
I'm fucking logging up my life.
That's where the Chinese guy stands. Do you know what I'm saying? The Chinese guy stands in the last bit. Do you know what I'm saying? He's just looking at you.
We're doing like amigos, bro. Cooking the dog with the Uzi. You know what I'm saying? Cooking that dog with the Uzi.
I'm filled up with chip rolls and that. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm like, I don't want any of the meat. I've had 17 chip rolls.
You know what it is? You know what's mad, yeah? Do you know what they'll tell you right now? Because I know the excuses already. It'll be like, oh, it wasn't Arsenal's fault. It was Sporting. Okay, cool. Fair enough. Sporting, fair enough. Why are you not working on Eze's deal? Do you know what I'm saying? Why do we have to go deal by deal? I don't understand. We're a multi-millionaire club. Like there's funds out there. You can see
a payment plan, bro.
But the thing is this.
Payment plan.
But we paid 46 million.
The thing is this, Rashid. When it was Mascara, when it was fucking Norgard, when it was Kepa, we weren't doing it deal by deal. When it was Madueke, we weren't doing it deal by deal. You know what I mean? They were getting all these motherfuckers in. Yeah. What I'm thinking, boy, when did Arsenal start moving like this? And all of a sudden, it came to Gyokeres. Oh, yeah, we got to wait for this. It comes to Eze. Oh, yeah, we got to wait for that. Like,
2.5 mil.
Keep the same energy.
Come on, man. We paid 46 mil. You know, Ole, yeah? Sorry to cut you off, but like, we paid 46 mil. As I heard, I don't know if it's true. We paid 46 mil up front for a certain man named Madueke. We had 46 mil to pay.
It's a madness.
This is a great point. Gyokeres' agent, accepted less money to let the deal go through. So this is a great. Please let's not forget Gyokeres and his agent got this deal over the line without them giving up over 5 million in fees.
What this is telling us is if it went for the agent, if Edu was still in charge, or even man like Wenger, we ain't getting a striker like this.
Yep.
Because them and they don't pay agents like that.
Yeah.
We this is what we've had to
We're
deal
getting
with
Watkins.
for donkeys
Yeah.
for so many years.
Fucking
This is what we've had to deal with for so many years, bro. Them man, they don't pay agents like that. So for if this agent didn't say, you know what, all right, Gyokeres already taking a pay cut. Now the agent is taking a pay cut. Everybody taking a pay cut for this thing to go through. And the president of Sporting said, boy, me not take no pay cut, brethren. Run me my money. I will. Run me my blood clot money. That's what the Sporting president he ain't playing, bro. He wants his Krilla. He wants his money. And in the end, they did what they had to do. But bro, it's just the way they just took the excitement out of the signing, bro. Because this is a big, big signing for all of us. This is signing we've been crying for. But the way they just took the excitement out of it, it pissed me off. As much as I love the signing, it pissed me off. But they can turn it back around, just go and make more signings. Top tier signings, I'm saying. Because I don't want to hear none of this. Oh, Madueke is the tier 1 player, like I've been seeing on my timeline. Like, what kind of nonsense is that? He's not even tier 1 in Chelsea. That's what I'm saying, bro.
He's a ball carrier.
That's what they're saying. I'm hearing Madueke is tier 1. Tier 1? Yeah?
Oh,
Tier 1, you know.
For which club? My club. And this man, boy, I'm a prick, bro. These people, bro, I could believe what I was saying, bro. Like tier 1. No, you need to go and make tier 1 signings. Rodrigo, tier 1. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what, like, he's so tier 1. Chelsea didn't even need him to beat PSG, bro. That's how tier 1 is. They ain't even need him. They say, yo, go on about your business. Like, go
we have good relations with Chelsea.
Million. Don't get me that 52 million real quick. That 50 whatever million Arsenal want to play. Go get that, man. You know what I mean?
You know what, Ole, yeah? The only positive, I don't know if you saw the press conference, Mikel's press conference, yeah?
No, I don't like watching his press conference, bro. It drives me up the wall, bro. Like that.
There's only one thing that I like that he said, yeah? He said that we're still short on numbers and we still have business to be done in the window.
Bro, he said that all the time. He said that all January.
To be fair to him, that I did want to hear that. Obviously, it's still late. We've dragged time in terms of getting certain deals over the line. I will give him credit that that is the right thing that he needed to say, because I didn't want to hear that our business is done or that is, you know what I'm saying?
The problem with that for me is Mikel's lied to us so much, bro. That
well, if he lied, we clipped him up.
Yo, him saying that is kind of worthless at this point. I want to see what we do come end of the win. I don't want to hear Mikel talk no more, bro. I don't want to hear Mikel say another goddamn word. Let Berta do what he's supposed to do, and you sit in the corner like PDD and make Berta work. You see me? Sit in the corner, brethren. Let Berta work.
Oh, come on. Allegedly.
Yeah. Let Berta work. Yeah?
Oh, dear.
Sit in the corner like Didi. 1, 2.
You're done,
coming out, isn't he? He's bringing
That's
it
why
today,
the fight week show, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's there, bro. He's ready, man.
Good to go, isn't he?
We're going to give him the Usyk, you know. I'm going to give him the Usyk, you know.
Half 11, he's not giving a sod, is he? He's ready to go.
Did he was like, what the fuck did I do?
Listen.
Usyk, you know. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, you're swinging, bro.
Oh,
but no, for real.
Alexander.
Alexander
Usyk.
Alexander. Oh, that's a good one.
Isn't it? Oh, Alexander Usyk.
I'm telling you, bro.
Nah, but Arteta needs all the players he needs. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he's very pressured now. Even the Sun came out with like an article where like they were like, if he doesn't win this season, he's gone. I mean, I believed in it anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. 100%. 100. Big up Matty, man. Big up Matty. But nah, he needs that's it for him. This is the last season. Do you know what I'm saying? This is the last season. You've got Gyokeres now. So you can't tell us that bullshit that bullshit reason that we can't score goals because we don't have a number 9 or that we have a thin squad. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got the squad right now. Don't sell anyone. You bought these players. Don't sell them. Keep Lokonga. Keep Fabio Vieira. These players are your. These are your players. These are your players. Even though I want to sell them, but these are your players. Let's be honest. Do you know what I'm saying? While they should be working on multiple deals at the same time, they were working on one deal. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what? Do you know what we were lucky this year? Yeah, is that Gyokeres wasn't wanted by a lot of teams, and Eze wasn't wanted by a lot of teams. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Eze, I think, is just us and Tottenham. We can probably beat them. Do you know what I'm saying? We can probably bully them. And Gyokeres, it was just us and United, and it was at first, like I said, Juve or something like that. So we could have bullied them. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got time now to go out there, and I do think we're gonna get Eze. Do you know what I'm saying? I do think we're gonna get Eze, but where he's gonna play is gonna be so ineffective because our biggest problem now is turned into a midfield problem. So it was a forward problem because I thought that Zubimendi was gonna come in. That would have been a decent midfield, to be honest. That would have been a decent midfield. Like Partey, obviously, what Partey happened to him, I wouldn't know. But if it was a Partey Zubimendi, it would have been a decent midfield. Now we've got a very bad midfield. You can look at it right now. It doesn't matter if Gyokeres is a killer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't put him under that kind of pressure. You need to feed him the ball. He's going to play against teams that are going to low block and mid block us, that are going to create small spaces. Yes, he is a player. He's there for a reason, and he's there to bag in goals. But are we going to still play that boring sideways football? Because if that's going to happen, bro, I don't know if you can kill. I don't think that Glock 9 is going to shoot anyone. Do you know what I'm saying, Aaron?
Rashid, do you know what as well? Yeah, go on. Sorry. That land. Sorry.
What I'm trying to say is that we're looking for that creativity that we were talking about at the end of the season. All 4 of us here probably, and a lot of people would agree, even the top gooners, we need that creativity in that midfield.
100%.
Or somewhere, do you know what I'm saying? Or somewhere in that forward, someone that can open that mid block and low block. We haven't solved that issue yet. Yes, we've solved the goal issue, but we haven't solved the issue of someone to break those locks.
The striker's got to eat. Who's going to feed the striker?
He's got to eat, right? That's what I mean.
Striker got to eat. Got to finish his dinner. But boy, somebody got to make the dinner. You know, someone got to make the dinner. I'm with you, Rashid.
Do you know what you said? You mentioned obviously a good point, and I agree with it 100%. Signing a striker like Gyokeres is almost like there's no more excuses left. Do you know what I mean, for Mikel Arteta? Do you know what also it affects another team member? There's no excuses left now for Martin Odegaard not to be the assist king to the Stars. So whilst we've got this striker, it also simultaneously affects the no excuses for Martin Odegaard, because everyone, and you can even add the Madueke thing into it. Do you know what I mean? Because people are happy with that now. Is in back the player. All right, cool. He's a ball carrier, like you quite rightly said. Okay, cool. He's a runner.
Ball carrier.
He's a ball carrier. All right, sweet. Yeah. So Martin Odegaard, now all of a sudden, you've got a striker in front of you and you've got 2 runners. No excuses for you then, Martin, no? No excuses for you left. And that's one of the good things about this signing. Now there's no excuses left for your striker. There's no excuses left for your attacking creative spark. There's loads of this around the football club now. There's no excuses left for Mikel. They'll still find them, Rashid, and you'll know best. But at the end of the day, you just, whilst we will never be bought anyway because we got half an head on us, do you know what I mean? But all of these lot, there's no excuses left. Now we've got Gyokeres in there and your boy Madueke. Odegaard, get me 15 assists and 10 goals. Cool, no problem. Get me 20 plus GA next season then. Should be simple, no? That's it. What are you here for? Otherwise, it's just going to be a third regressive season for our captain on 240k a week, isn't it?
Yeah. No, he needs his ingredients. That's the thing. The thing is that Madueke deal put us back. It put us back a lot because that 52 mil should have went to Eze. That was the priority. Even though I want Rodrigo more than Eze. Don't get me wrong. And I know that they don't play the same position. But let's be honest. We're getting only one player. We're getting Eze. So that should be the priority. It should have been Madueke. Why would Madueke be your priority? And I heard that we gave him 46 million up front. For what? Look, who wanted Madueke?
Again, look, this is the problem. This is the problem right here, Rashid. And I take your point. This whole Madueke thing wouldn't have been a problem at all, bruv. If they got those said players that you mentioned first, the Rodrigos, get the Ezes in, get the Gyokeres in, you then bring in a Madueke, nobody's grumbling. People just thinking, okay, whatever. But you've got all the important you've got your ducks in a row. Right now, it looks like all the ducks are all over the fucking place. And we just begging, you know what I mean, to try and bring in the signings that we were supposed to bring in first, right? And the way the windows moved, there's nobody that can tell me that, oh, this player went this, or that club is this, or this. I'm seeing players moving left, right, and center within days of being linked to a club. But only Arsenal taking long about bringing players in, especially the ones that we need the most, right? And on top of that, I don't see nobody leaving the club yet in terms of sales. I don't see us really selling any players. That's part of the transfer window. It's not just buying players. We got to offload some motherfuckers. We got to get rid of some deadwood. And we ain't done none of that. And to me, that's crazy. Because when you still got players like Reece here, you still got players like Lokonga here, you still got players like Kivio, all these players that are surplus to requirement that don't make it. We look at that bench last season and, bro, Jesus wept. I'm telling you, that bench there wasn't it. The type of players that we were bringing, they had Butler on the bench and Merino was still playing ahead of Butler. That's the type of bench we had. People don't forget that. Because a lot of people just see this Gyokeres thing and they're forgetting the bullshit that we had to deal with last season. People are forgetting that. Don't forget that. We need to move Deadwood out and bring in some proper players into the team that can really make that bench competitive. I don't just want a bench just to be a bench. We need competitive bench. Players that will challenge the starters. Because nobody should be comfortable in their position. Nobody, including the fucking manager. No one. Yeah, the pressure is now, like Aaron's been saying, like Nof's been saying, Rashid's been saying, and everybody, the pressure is on the manager right now. The pressure is on the team. The pressure is on the coaching team. The pressure is on the club.
But if he wins the cup, Ola, they'll forgive him. They'll forgive him. He won a cup.
It depends. It depends on what type of cup, bruv.
A Carabao Cup. I swear to God, if he wins a Carabao Cup, I don't want to bang the table because if he wins it's
gonna be a major for me, bro.
He ain't winning no major. It doesn't matter if he gets Messi. He ain't winning no fucking major. Bro, I'm happy about Gyokeres.
I'll be real, man. You know what I mean? It's gotta be a major for me, bro. It's gotta be. Like either that or bounce. And with the kind of investment that we're making, or that they're talking about making, it's gotta be major. Carabao Cup don't cut it. I've seen big clubs. Look at Bayern. Them man, they win the league, they win all different kind of. If you don't bring in the major, they're not looking at you like that. They'll get rid of your blood club. You get sacked. PSG, they do it. Real Madrid, they do it. Ancelotti. Look what he's won for them.
Yeah, but then they'll tell you that we're waiting for the team to glue. We just bought in the new number 9.
The team being glued for 3 years. The team being glued for 3 years, right? The team being glued for 3 years. You've challenged 3 years running. You came second 3 years running. The team has been glued for 3 years. I ain't trying to hear nothing about no team getting glued. You need to hit the ground running. You got to hit the ground running. That's how Liverpool won the league. That's why they won the league so early that nobody even gave a fuck by the time they actually won the league. Just like this signing right here. That was the way Liverpool won it. Nobody really cared no more because they won it so early, right? Because they hit the ground running. Then first 10 games, there's no fuck ups. You gotta pick up points. We can't be dropping points. All that, wait for the 10th first game before we start looking at the table. Fuck all that. I'm looking at that table from day one. Day one, I want blood. Yeah, United. I want blood, bro. from day one and then start racking up them points. No fuck ups. Because we saw what happened last season. Liverpool hit the ground running and nobody could catch them. They were gone. We can't make them mistakes again, bro. We gotta learn from our mistakes. That's how I'm feeling about it, man.
Do you know what
No,
the thing,
hopefully
though?
we do.
Go on, sorry.
Oh no. What I'm trying to say is that hopefully we do. But the thing is that our bar is so low and it's so easy to please these fans. Do you know what I'm saying? Just a little something that will give them spark belief. I'll give you a scenario right now, just before Aaron comes in. We get second place, let's say second place or third, close to them. We get semi-final. That's not semi-final, quarter-final, Champions League, semi-final, FA Cup, and we win the Carabao Cup. That's progress. That's that you haven't seen yet. We've won a trophy. Oh, you don't want trophies. You don't want trophies. Yeah, here's a trophy. Like we're begging out here. You know what I'm saying? Like we're begging. We've got the players.
I agree with that. I think us winning like a FA Cup or Carabao Cup is just going to paper over the cracks. And let's just be real, like it will, because it will be used as a justification to where this project or where this manager's got the team. Let's just be honest about it. That people always talk about Ten Hag and the trophies that he won. But really, it papered over the cracks. And the cracks was they weren't good enough for the major honors. This manager's had more money and more time. And going and getting a cup, the people that are behind this manager will use that as a justification as to why he can win major honors. Let me tell you something. A washed out Wenger was winning multiple FA Cups. The guy wasn't good enough to get us over the line to win a major. You can win cups and you can beat people. I didn't want to hear no justification of cups.
But he's got better now, North.
No, but bro, let's be honest, yeah? Let's be honest. This fan base were always discrediting Unai because Unai won the cups, but he never won the league. So there's been multiple managers that win cups and have not got over the line. So I'm not going to allow this fan base to move the goalpost. Maybe Arteta is good enough to win cups. To be honest, he's had more than enough money and more than enough power to be able to achieve winning cups. To be honest, he's been given enough time to win a major honor. Let's be honest about it. You man told us, wait 4 years. Let's just be honest. You said, wait 4 years. How long did it take Klopp? You wanted to compare this manager to Klopp. We're in phase 6 and we're still waiting for a major honor. The fact that this guy can win a cup, it will then be, oh, but look at the cup. Oh, it's the day out. We're celebrating. You guys are just, you guys want everything. You can never be happy. At the end of the day, there's been multiple managers that won. I've seen Portsmouth win a cup. I've seen Portsmouth win a cup, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, do you know what I mean? So it's like, bro, I'm not hearing that. Oh, okay, we're gonna kick on. Do you know what I mean? Man United have won cups. Have they kicked on to win a major honor? Do you know what I mean? Tottenham won a cup. I know it's a European cup, but they won a cup. Are they? Do you put them there to win a major honor this season? I don't think so. So I'm not really hearing it. Like, I'm not really hearing this, Arteta wins anything this season and he's going to be the guy to get us over the line. I think when you get into the Champions League, the latter stages of the Champions League, you're going up against certain managers that are of elite status. And even Wenger didn't get us over the line in that competition. In the Premier League, you need managers that are able to adjust tactically, can adjust their tactics and use and understand that they've got a bench that can affect the team or can get you over the line. Know how to manage injuries. I've seen Jose Mourinho have multiple injuries and get over the line. I never heard this guy complaining. Do you know what I'm saying? We know about the story about Balotelli as well. Balotelli don't get, I got no strikers available. Comes on in the second half, gets a red card. We see managers manage injuries and suspensions for ages. The best managers get over the line. And I think this manager, where he falls flat, is when he goes up against managers that are tactically can adapt their tactics and have benches that can switch the games. We're not prepared. We are not prepared. Also, all the Arsenal fans that will tell us, but we got this and that. I agree with Ola. I'm saying I agree with Ola. If Odegaard gets injured, who are we going to play in the 10? If Gyokeres gets injured, what are we doing? We're playing Havertz, or we're going to run him down into the ground like we did last season, and then we're back to Moreno. Like, come on, let's just be honest. What are the solutions? If Madueke doesn't bang, who we playing? We're playing Martinelli if we can't get rid of him. We're playing Trossard.
Probably.
Is that what we're doing now?
Probably,
Like,
yeah.
come on, man. Like, I
Well-
just don't really see it, bro. Like, what kind of even with this manager, yeah, what kind of football are we playing? We've played attacking football. We've played counter-attacking football. We've played
Yeah.
defensive football.
Controlled. Controlled football. Fuck off, man. Fuck off. How many? But go on, Aaron. Go on.
Mate, do you know what? The only position in that whole entire squad where there isn't a significant drop off is at right back, because Ben White and Timber, even though Timber's a little bit better, that's the only position that ain't a significant drop off. Because if you got Miles Lewis Skelly, who's still a little question mark, by the way, was it one season wonder at position? If he's going to play at left back, he's still a little bit of a question mark, but he's been better than what we've got. So let's assume that he's playing in the same sort of form and to the same level as he was last year. If you've got Zinchenko or Calafiori in there, huge drop off. And it's sort of one of the things as well I was going to say a little bit earlier about not learning your lessons. You know, Arsenal take too long to learn their lesson, or we don't. Saliba gets injured. Who's coming in? Anyone? We found that out 3 seasons ago. We fall to bits when he goes. That's what happens. Have we signed the right side of centre-back since? Nah, of course we haven't. Of course we haven't. The drop-off. Who's playing if Declan Rice don't? Mikel Merino. Who's playing if Zubimendi drops? Norgard. Who's playing if Odegaard? Like you said, who's coming in for that? Who's coming in if Saka gets injured? We've already seen it. No one's got a clue. Who comes in if Gyokeres gets injured? Havertz. Do you know what I mean? We've got problems all over the pitch still. And we've spent, after the Gyokeres deal, we've knocking on 200 million quid. And we've still got issues across the whole entire squad. It's ridiculous, the drop-off. Everywhere. There's, apart from that right back, there's an astronomical drop-off in terms of quality. And we've spent a lot of bloody money. After this Gyokeres deal, we are knocking ever so slightly on that £1 billion. Ever so slightly. And what have we got to show for it? Aside from a Zubimendi and a Gyokeres, what we've got to show for it? Madueke, guess what's going to happen? He'll leave on a free in 5 years, Madueke. That's what'll happen. I promise you, Madueke will leave for free. Do you know why? Because in the last 3 seasons in the Premier League, he scored 13 goals. That's not 13 goals a season. That's 13 goals in all 3 seasons, by the way. So once he don't cut the mustard, and he's probably on 200k or 180k, give or take a couple of quid. What's going to happen is he's not going to cut the mustard, and people are going to go, well, I ain't paying 180k a week for his wages. All right, we'll give you 10, 15 million quid from him. And Arsenal, now we want 40. No one's going to pay that. No one's going to pay the 50. So what's going to happen? He's going to walk out for free. Look at Zinchenko, what he's come out and said in the paper. Oh, I quite like London life. I've got a year left on my deal, and then next year I can choose whoever I want. He's not been a fixture for Arsenal for the last 18 months. Why have we not been able to sell him 150k a week? That's just, and the same's going to be for Calafiori. Who's going to pay him 130? Who's going to pay his 130k a week wages? He'll go back to Italy on a free. Another loss Arsenal Football Club would have made. Like what I was saying at the start of it, we're not making any sales. Bruv, we've heard all the Top Gunners' excuses about the incomings. First, it was the 1st of July. Then it was getting on the plane. Then it was the first fixture. Then it'll be the first Premier League game. Then it'll be judge it at the end of the window. But what about the sales? There was no restrictions on sales. Why are we 7 weeks and 3 days into the transfer window and we've not made one fucking sale? Oh, yeah, sorry, we have. We've ripped up a contract. Typical Arsenal fashion. We paid for someone to leave.
No, but do you know what's worse? Do you know what's worse, Aaron? Yeah, this project has gone on so long. We can all name multiple positions where we could have got better players. Instead of getting Calafiori, why did we go for Grimaldo on a free? He went to flipping Bayer Leverkusen, won the league. If you don't want to go in for him, you can go for Nunmenj. Why didn't we go in for him? We could have went for Pedri when Barcelona were doing the Galactico thing. Why did we go in for him? Instead of going for Fabi Vieira, why didn't we go in for Vitinha? We could have went in for him. We could this season. Why have we not gone in for flipping Baena? Could have went in for him. Instead of getting Madueke, we could have got Constanza. Why didn't we go in for him? We could have got Lookman instead of getting Madueke. Why didn't we go in for him? The strike force that we have right now, why didn't we sell Havertz or sell Jesus? Why didn't we go in for flipping Ivan Toney or go in for Dovbik or go in for flipping Santiago Jimenez? There've been so many players that we can sit here and say over 5 years, you're telling me there's multiple players in multiple positions we could have went in. Instead of going and getting Spurs now are linked to flipping Paulinho. Why didn't we go in for him instead of wasting money on Moreno and Norgard? Palinha is levels above both of them. You can call them limited, but so is Norgard and so is Moreno. So if you wanted a DM that only defends, there was better options in the market that we could have went in for. And we didn't get him when he went to Bayern. We could have got him now. Why didn't we go in for Elise when he was available if we was going to go out there and get a winger? Because now we need a winger, but we already had a winger in the Prem. So we should have already knew the players that are already in the Prem. We're not even identifying the ballers from this league. So when people want to sit here and say, who could we go and get? Who is available? Do you know what I'm saying? What about that Kusanov guy that went to Man City? Why didn't we get him instead of getting Kivior? Because he looks like a very good centre-back for Man City. Why didn't we go in for him? Why didn't we go get Mamouche? I agree with Rashid. Why didn't we go in why didn't we go in for him? There's been this is the problem with the project and the process. You give it enough time that this club and this process gives itself enough rope for it to be hung by. There are players that we were crying for 2 seasons ago. For the last 3 seasons, we could have got multiple strikers under 70 million pounds. Multiple strikers. You could have went for Cunha, Watkins. You could have went in for a bunch of strikers. And normally strikers go in at a premium. We've got Gyokeres, not at a premium price. Let's just be real. 63 million plus 10 million add-ons for a striker when there's not that many on the market is not breaking the bank. It is not. We literally, like, we bought flipping, it's the same price. Take away the add-ons based on performances. We literally bought Gyokeres for the price we bought Havertz. And he's a better player. He's a better striker. So there's been options out there that we could have went. We could have went and got Cole Palmer instead of wasting time and getting Sterlings and buying players like that. We could have identified Palmer because apparently Arteta knows all the ballers from Man City. So why didn't we go get him then? There's been so many players that we could have went out there and got, and we've wasted time and dragged our feet. Thiago Almada, why didn't we go and get him? Because I tell you what, he's a better baller than Odegaard. I'll tell you that for free. He's a better baller than Odegaard. Why didn't we? Apparently, it was 40 million euros? That's like the money that we paid for flipping Fabio Vieira. There've been players out there that we can go out there and get. Do not tell us that this is the best we could have done with the money given. This is what I hate. People try to talk about, but he needs his players. Bro, managers need money. This manager's been given money. How have we used the money? We've used it poorly. There's Liverpool players on a fraction of the wages that we've got certain players in, and they've won multiple major honours.
Facts.
Multiple major honours, We've got players like Martinelli on more than their goalkeeper. We've got Odegaard. What the fuck has these men actually achieved or won? So don't tell us that there's not players out there. Don't tell us that there's not market opportunities. Why didn't we? Yeah, okay, Verts. Let's just let this Verts one slide because, over 100 M's, we had multiple positions. Let me just give the club the benefit of the doubt on that one. Why didn't we go in for Reinders? That's within our transfer budget. Why didn't we go in for him? Why didn't we go in for Turkey? That's within our transfer budget. I've been saying, people love to talk about, Man City, they waste all this money and that. A lot of their signings we can afford. How much? Haaland wasn't a £100 million player, not in terms of what they paid. He wasn't out of our budget. Why don't we go in for him?
They paid 50
how many players our rivals pay for that is not out of our budget? Why didn't we go for Levy and Caicedo? Because I tell you what, that partnership is better than
Morgan Rogers is there. Somebody just said in the chat. Morgan Rogers is there.
Yeah, Morgan Rogers. Yeah, facts.
If they want to talk about price of players, a lot of these players, Mamouche wouldn't break the bank for Arsenal. We could afford him. Why did we go in for him? A lot of our rivals buy players for money that we can afford. They're not going. It's not like all their players cost 100 M's plus. They don't. Man City didn't even want to overpay for Declan Rice, so it shows you they don't want to overpay for players. But we overpaid. So why aren't we going in for these players? I don't understand. Lookman 60 million, bro. Eze 68 million.
Just in that thing that you said about Declan Rice, the actual proof's in our own pudding. If we're willing to pay 100 million for a central defensive midfielder, why can't we pay that much for other positions? So they've handcuffed their own argument when they're saying, you can't afford this. Well, you can afford Declan Rice. Why can't you afford a £100 million winger or a £100 million midfielder? Like a Verts or something like that. I think the point of what you're making though is absolutely spot on. There's probably isn't a Manchester City player that they've signed in the last 5 years under Mikel Arteta's tenure that we couldn't afford. I mean, I'm struggling to think of one.
You
Maybe
know-
at the time, maybe Grealish-ish. Maybe at the time, I don't know. I mean, that aside, when you're looking there, is there a player in the Premier League that someone signed that we haven't been able to
sign expensive players like that? You know what I mean? Like they have a cut-off point that they want to cap whatever they're spending on the player. They stick by their valuation. A lot of the time, that's what they do. They stick by their valuation. A lot of their players are like 50-60 million pounds sort of range, right? When you look at the majority of the players that they've got across the board. But for me, it's the thing that hurt me the most about this whole Marmoush talk that we're talking as well is we needed Marmoush more than City needed Marmoush. And we didn't even move like we needed Marmoush. That was the craziest part. We needed him way more. Like we was in a situation where Marmoush could have done something for what we were trying to get out of the season. And we didn't even lift a finger to sign a single fucking player.
No one available in January, though.
That pissed me off, bro. To watch City go and get Marmoush. After we were linked with him first as well. Yeah. And we were moving like we didn't have players dropping left, right, and center. You know? Like, these players went fucking redlining. They've been redlining before they tore up their bloody hamstrings. Right? So, at the end of the day, we only got ourselves to blame. And them owners. You can't let them owners, because they sat down and watched. And just watch our season just crumble while we walked away with nothing. They're guilty of it as well. Them owners, you know? So for me, the pressure's on everyone. The pressure is on everyone this season, bro. Like, my foot's on everybody's neck. I'm watching Odegaard this season. I'm watching Martinelli this season if you don't go. I'm watching Trossard. Bro, I'm watching all these players, bro. All these frauds in this team here, I'm watching. Because the pressure's on them. They need to get over the line. And I'm talking majors. That's how I'm looking at it, bro. Bro, I need to make a move. Salute to every single one of you. Big up the chat.
Big up my chat, your channel, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The Fight Week show, we're on tomorrow, 9 o'clock UK time. We got a couple MMA fighters that's going to be joining us, where we break down the BMF card that just happened between Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier. What a fight. What a card. We're going to talk about Dubois and Usyk as well. Did he quit? Did he not want to be in there no more? We saw how we knocked AJ out. So come join us tomorrow on the Fight Week show, people. And yeah, make sure you subscribe and show some love. Big love, man. Salute.
Big up, Ola, for your time, man.
Yeah,
Big
man.
up, brother.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. Salute. Yeah, man. Link up.
Big up, man. Big up. Make sure you're subscribing to the Fight Week show. Make sure you're subscribing to Arsenal Revolution Rashid TV. Make sure you're subscribing to Aaron Talks Arsenal as well. Make sure you're subscribing to all the man. All of the links are in the title. Subscribe to the man, support the community, all that good stuff. Let me just get through, because we literally just got just over 5 minutes before we go over to Carl's channel. Let me just quickly get through some of the super chats. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're subscribing, supporting the man. Joe Green, big up to you, bro, for the super chat. Sporting, we're doing anything to increase the fee. If we met the price quick, it would just go up again. Berta had to be firm and they'll take the mick. Bro, I'll be real. The only language the Portuguese teams speak is money. Put the asking price, they'll sell you the player. They know they can't take the piss because they can't hold on to the player. They knew it. They know that other teams will be in for the player. Play the asking price and they will give you the player. It's as simple as that when it comes to Portuguese teams. They don't really have the negotiation. You know what I'm saying? It's just the desperation that you need the player. That's what they feed over. But really and truly, you're off the money. That's what keeps those teams ticking. So really and truly, if we just give them the 10 million, structure the wage the way they want, and you get the player. It's really not hard with Portuguese teams. It really ain't. If you think the player's overpriced, then go elsewhere. But you meet their valuation, they'll give you the player. We've seen it with Enzo. We've seen it with Darwin Núñez. We've seen it with Di Maria, David Luiz. We've seen it with Edison. We've seen it with Ruben Diaz. We've seen it with Bernardo Silva. It's always been the same. So it is what it is. Big up to everyone, though. Northside, what's your thoughts on Antonio Silva? Apparently, LSE are looking at him. Is he good? Listen, he's got ability, but he's not been living up to his ability. Obviously, at Benfica, he's not really got a great defense around him, but he does have talent. but we've not seen it. Right now, he's shot for confidence. I would not be going in for Antonio Silva if I was you. I think he shot for confidence. He's been inconsistent, not only for club but for country as well. At this moment in time, you're getting a player that's he's not at the right stage of his development to come over to England. Obviously, joining Liverpool, better structured team, better manager, better defense, better team, etc. But he still has to adapt to the Premier League. I don't think it's the right time. I'll be real with you. I don't think it's the right time. So it's up to you, man. If you man get him, then it is what it is. He has potential, but at the moment, I wouldn't risk it on Antonio Silva. I'd like to see 2 good seasons from Antonio Silva consistently, playing for Benfica and playing really well. But obviously, it doesn't help that he's got Otamendi next to him. But yeah, we will see what you man do. We will see. Big up to Chris, a member for 15 months. Big up, Familia, man. Big up to you, bro. Appreciate the support. Northside, but Deji said you're finishing 6th and his Spurs will finish above you with a straight face. You know Deji, man. You know Deji, man. Listen, he's gonna say these wild stuff, man. You know what I mean? But we'll see, man. We'll see. Listen, I get why he's happy. He's won the Europa League. His team is strengthening positions that he wants. So I get it, man. I get it. I get why he's happy, man. Desmond, big up to you, bro. Rodrigo de Paul went to Inter Miami, 17 mil, same age as Norgard for midfield cover. So there you go, innit? There you go. Yeah, I'm saying
That's a proper midfielder. That's a proper defensive midfielder, and he's got a bit of tech. He's not like Norgard. Innit, Aaron?
I'd have rather fucking Granit Xhaka back. Couldn't fucking.
Oh no,
Norgard,
please, Aaron, no. I beg, no, don't.
No, it's more of an insult to Norgard than anything. That don't worry.
I know. You know what? I'll take Norgard over Xhaka. It's kind of like, yeah, man, like not him, bro. Anybody but him. I heard he's going Sunderland. He said to Bayer Leverkusen to go to Sunderland. It's mad in this dunya.
He misses that sweet Prem money. That's what it is.
Probably, yeah.
That's what it is. That sweet Premier League money, mate. Honestly, that's what it's all about.
Bro, I'll be real. Like Gyokeres is a better. He's a good footballer. I feel like he's a better footballer than Darwin Núñez. I never rated Darwin Núñez that high.
Whoa. Do you mean footballer or goal scorer?
Both.
Nah. I'll just stop you there. Núñez, without goal scoring, is a better footballer than Gyokeres. As in the way he creates, the way he moves, the way he dribbles. Do you know what I'm saying?
Gyokeres is better at everything. Yeah, I'm not saying that's a, the bar ain't high, the fact that I'm comparing Darwin Núñez, but I'm just saying. But at the same time, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Falcao was lethal in La Liga. In the Prem, we didn't see the same Falcao, innit? But he was balling when he was at Porto. So it's always a risk. My thing is, take a calculated risk. That's what I would say. Take a calculated risk. And Gyokeres right now is a calculated risk. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, listen, I think he's gonna do well in the Prem. If I'm wrong, I'll hold up my hands and say, it didn't work out the way I thought. But I think he's a great player. And I think it's
at least we tried,
now or never, bro. 26, 27.
At least we tried, didn't it? North. I mean, his numbers. He's got big numbers. I used to be delusional as well and think that false nines can actually do the job. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's no. There's only like Aguero and who else can play a false nine? Benzema and players like that can play a false nine. These man can't play a false nine. They're getting you 10 goals and that's just not good enough. Go out there and buy the guy that scores 60 goals. It doesn't matter where he plays. The guy that scores the most goals, go get him. He must be a striker. He scored for a reason, bro. Obviously, I don't watch him week in, week out, and probably 80% of you haven't. Bobby Firmino, baller. That's a false nine. But I'll be real, Alvarez as well. Yeah, 100%. There's not a lot of them. That's the thing. I used to think that Gabriel Jesus. Well, I thought that Gabriel Jesus was gonna bang at Arsenal. I'll be real. I'm guilty. I thought that Gabriel Jesus was gonna bang at Arsenal. He didn't. He did well for a couple of months, and then it just shit went sideways. We tried with Havertz, doesn't work, bro. So just don't do it again. You know what I'm saying? Go get the goal scorers. Gyokeres is a goal scorer, killer, you know what I'm saying? Machine, you know what I'm saying? He's strong, fast, shoots the ball. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Simple. Just get that kind of guy. But now you've lost the play in midfield. People forgot about that. Now, if Gyokeres plays the way I'm thinking that Gyokeres plays, you've lost the play in midfield. So that Havertz dropping into the midfield and Moreno dropping into the midfield or Gabriel Jesus dropping into the midfield and overloading the midfield, that's not going to happen no more. You get me? And on top of that, we got a weaker midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Nah.
You see
Neo,
this
you're
comment
bugging.
right here, yeah? I
Bugging.
disagree, bro. Neo, I can't lie, yeah? I disagree, bro. Because if you're gonna tell me that Jesus banged at Arsenal, then you're gonna have to say that Lacazette banged. And I'll explain why. Lacazette, yeah, would play to his back to goal, hold off defenders, link up play, and he'd score about 13, 14 goals a season. Jesus did the same thing. What's the difference? But man, look at Lacazette like, yeah, it weren't good enough. The difference was Lacazette was playing at the same time Aubameyang was here. So you could see levels. The thing is, Jesus was here and he was the levels. So it made it seem like, yo, Jesus was cold. Jesus was, bro, this guy was average. I wouldn't say he was rubbish. He was average. Lacazette was average. Jesus was average. Linking up play and scoring 14 goals a season was the exact same thing that Lacazette was doing here. And people look at Lacazette like a failure. So what is the difference? Man said Lacazette, Jesus was techie. Bro, his output was the same. His link up was very similar. Just because you're running around linking up play, bro, you're a striker. Your output wasn't any more than Lacazette. So what is the difference? What is the actual difference? He was okay. He was average. He wasn't that great. But because we didn't have better, you look at it differently because it was at a time that we didn't have Abba and he was better than Nketiah. Do you get what I'm saying?
The bar was so low that it looked like, yeah.
This is the thing where context, guys, yeah? Because Jesus was our best striker at the time, you think he was cooking. He wasn't cooking. He weren't doing anything Lacazette weren't doing. Bro, to be fair, Giroud was doing better. And people wanted Giroud out. They always said Giroud isn't a main striker. Giroud was scoring 16 goals a season, linking up play and scoring more than Jesus. But people look at Jesus, people looked at flipping Giroud and said, oh, he's not good enough. Really? Yeah. Well, he's better than Jesus. That's a fact, bro.
Guilty.
Oh, I
wanted Giroud. I'll be real. I wanted Giroud. I wanted him out. But obviously, after look, bro. Basically, I think we did the best deal we could. And you know what? We are very, very lucky this transfer window that a player like Gyokeres has no one to go in for him, which I'm very surprised. That's not happened. Something's wrong. Something's up. I read something. I don't want to say it right now. I'll say it some other day. Just remember, man, then, but because obviously it'll put, I don't want to make it negative, bro. I'm happy that he's here, but like from now on, bro, I want strikers that can score. I don't give a fuck about you playing in that midfield. I want strikers that can score, point blank. But this midfield ain't gonna be the same midfield like last season. See the way last season we were compact and it was hard to break us down. It's gonna be different. You're gonna have one less player. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if his link up play is great. I hope it is, but it's just gonna be different. It's gonna be different with him as the striker. We're gonna have the problem to adjust, but that's the manager's problem, by the way. 15.6 million a year says it does. It's your problem, bro. It's not my problem, not Aaron's problem. Do you know what I'm saying? It's your problem to find it out. You know how Pep Guardiola found a way around Haaland and went on to win everything. That's what you need to do this season with Gyokeres. That's what I think you need to do. But yeah, man, in that midfield, I'll be real, man, then, bro. It's not looking good in that midfield. It is not looking good. But listen, man, we're happy. You know what I'm saying? I know we need to go to Carl's, innit?
We need to go to Carl's, man. We need to go to Carl's, man. Listen, big up to everyone that's locked in. You know what I'm saying? Aaron, shout out your channel, bro. Shout out your thing, bro.
Yeah, man. Aaron Talks Arsenal. I'm not entirely sure when I'll be streaming next because on Friday I'm going to Wembley to watch Oasis, and I usually have my cheeky call in. But yeah, aside from that, yeah, come step over. We'll talk some bollocks, talk some sense, talk some facts, and we'll talk anti top cooners. You know, come over. Come on, what you doing? Come on, join.
There you go, man. There you go. Join us. Join us. Look into the eyes, around the eyes. Look into the eyes.
Yeah. Well, listen, no, always a pleasure as well for you inviting me on, man. Big up to you. Always a pleasure sharing the screen with Rashid as well. And big up to the chat, man. Top world-class chat, man. Always a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. You guys giving up your time. Do you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. So make sure you're subscribing. Show the man them appreciation. Subscribe to Aaron Talks Arsenal. Make sure you subscribe. The link is in the title. The same as Rashid. Rashid, shout out your channel, bro.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Big up to you, Aaron. The whole chat. It's been lit today. I lie. We've been one second. One more time, man.
Come on, boy.
You get me? They didn't know. Yeah. We put on the mask now. Do you know what I'm saying? We put on the mask now. It's long. It's going to be long for these Premier League teams. I wanted to ask you lot and everybody in the chat first that how much do you think he's going to score? But big up to every one of you as well. And I'm gonna be live tomorrow because I didn't do the bottom gooner vs on the fence gooners. You know who the on the fence gooners are, Aaron, right? You know who they are. Yeah, them man. Yeah, they know who they are. You know why do you know why they asked for the link? Yeah, SB catch. You know why you look asked for the link? It's because Gyokeres signed. You know, if I caught you on Saturday, it was long. It was gonna be knockout straight away. Round one knockout straight away. But it's okay. It's okay. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. But big up to everyone, man. Shout out to them as well, man. Big up, man. I'll catch us tomorrow, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock tomorrow in the afternoon.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Today I'm not going to be able to get any sleep, man, because I'm going to jump onto Carl's now. We're going to redirect to Gundown UK. So make sure you're subscribing. And then after that show, I need to do the clips and then I'll go to sleep. So ain't going to be much sleep for me today, man. It's going to be, it's going to be a long one. But you know what? It's all good, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. We're going to redirect to Gundown UK. Northside Raid on the way in. And you'll see us there, man. Love. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're subscribing as well, man. Don't be pagans. Subscribe to the man then, man. Subscribe to the real ones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But we're out, man. Northside Raid on the way in. We're out.
This guy's fuck Arteta, this man ain't a legend. Said he made us challenge, but we challenged for second. 5 years, no trophies, get sacked in a second. Drop me out, this trophy job's coming like bangers. And yo, owners, what you saying? 800 mil on these players who are not created. No trophies in phase 5, look how we're playing. Right here, we did it with Leicester, what phase we're staying? Liverpool just picked up a title. We don't stop to be humble, you're dismissing the rival. That you catch a bullet, dismiss this rival. He's dead on the rival. Ain't shot, he can hardly breathe. Dying outside the Emirates in this armory. Hell of real gunner shooting on the wing like I'm a reed. I'ma catch Mikel Arteta in an artery. I want him out. Fuck Mikel Arteta, get him out. Super deeper, make I want him out. I can't stand this little prick, we need him out. We need him out. Fuck Mikel Arteta, get him out. Fuck super duper, make me want him out. We can't stand this little prick, we want him out.
Oh, boss, that game against Bournemouth was crazy. The last minute goal, we were nuts. Though some people say every time we win a game, we celebrate like we won the league. We don't over-celebrate, do we, boss?
Oh, no. No, Martin Odegaard. I don't think so.